Ava, say something. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, yeah, I was trying to talk to you. Okay, it is working. Now, let me find a good story for us to read. You can talk as well, you know. Did you make it into the server yet?
No, I'm still loading. I'm on my slow Xbox.
Oh. Okay, I got a short one. Let me know when you're... Is it almost unloading already?
No.
You know what? That's fine. I'll just start. I'll read the first one for us.
I'm on my really slow Xbox.
Okay. Am I the a-hole for taking away a toy from my wife's 3-year-old nephew after he punched my 11-month-old daughter twice?
Oh!
3-year-old beefing with someone who's not even a year yet is absolutely wild. That's insane. My wife's sister and her husband came from Korea for a 1.5-month visit together with their 3-year-old son and daughter. Their son is uncontrolled, does whatever he wants, and does not listen to his parents. When he does something wrong, they try to talk to him, but he ignores them. He does not understand no and does not care if you're upset or have a tense voice. He just laughs. I think he just does not understand because he was not taught. Maybe there is more to it. I'm not sure yet. And to see how much effort they put into talking to him. Their behavior is as someone with a younger brother, little boys are different.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. One day, my 11-month-old father Archie sleeps. He sat in front of him and all of a sudden he punched him in the face. To my surprise, instead of facing consequences, he immediately ran away. Leaving him with the bruised stomach. He chased him and hit him in the face. Okay, soft parenting does not work. Like, no offense to any of the soft parents out there.
Yo,
Gentle
Sam.
parenting, that's what it is. It does not work. It really doesn't.
Sam.
Sometimes, like, it's okay to be gentle and stuff with your kids. But I think at a certain age, it becomes strong so they can understand.
Sam.
Wrong for words, you know?
Sam.
Anything you want to add?
Sam.
What?
I'm on your live stream and you're not talking, like, at all.
Am I really not?
No.
Dude, it says I am on it. Are you sure? Because I just heard myself
Hold on. Yo, Sam. Oh wait, you can. It's
Yeah.
just really behind.
Yeah, it's lag because I don't want to be sniped when I'm playing a game other than this game. So I want to
Oh.
say hi to you too.
What do I sound? Okay.
Okay, anyway, let me continue.
I'm slow.
Okay, moving forward, he likes to play with the little toy kitchen that my 9-year-old has in the bedroom. Oh, I used to have one of those, and then my mom sold
One of
it
what?
because I got in trouble. Anyways, that my 9-year-old
He
has
didn't
in the
leave it.
bedroom, and they decided to bring it down to the room so he could play. While he was playing, my 11-month-old crawled into the kitchen and started to play too. Oh, there's nothing there. I was looking. And started playing too. This time I visibly understood that he did not want to share it. And he punched her again. Oh, heck nah. Nah, if I had a kid and someone else's kid came here and starts beating up a kid who is like 2.5 years younger, it's like 2-ish years younger, I would be crashing out. This person's a lot more patient than I am. I guess that's good. That's probably good. This time I came over and took away the kitchen, saying, "No more kitchen for you." As you should, as you should. He cried, of course, so they took him out to the playground to calm him down. Oh, bro, why are you rewarding him with a playground? God. Do you remember when we were younger? And we would do something bad? Yeah. It was bad for us. Not like
Yeah.
bad, but like it wasn't gentle
Yeah. Gentle parenting. Not always.
No, it doesn't. I think kids are weird and kids are just absolute
Hmm.
Okay. My wife confronted me, visibly frustrated. She said he is just a boy and that I do not understand how to raise two siblings of the same age. Maybe I do not, I said, but he should not have been rewarded for his behavior. Instead, he should have been disciplined. This is not your place, she said. I replied, this is exactly my place. This is my house, my kitchen, and this is the second time he's punched my daughter. His parents do not discipline him and instead reward him for his behavior, so I did it. Everyone heard this. I created an uncomfortable environment because I said it out loud. But at the same time, I think their boy should start facing consequences for misbehavior. I've never raised a boy, so I might be utterly wrong. And my inner voice tells me that there is some truth to what I said. A boy has got to face consequences. Okay. Honestly, any kid of that age needs consequences, boy or girl.
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
agree with that. If he did create some sort of uncomfortable situation, that's not his fault. He did what he thought was right for his own safety. An 11-month-old, not even a year, keep in mind. You were a lot calmer than I would have been. You would ask my sister when I get angry, bro. No way, Jose, bro. You sound like that one videos where it's like, mom's anger, dad's anger,
Heck
my
nah.
anger. Have you seen those? It's like,
Yes.
one time in school, someone was picking on me, and I lifted my head and put it to the side, and that was enough to scare him off. You seen that one, bro? I can't. That one was funny. Literally. Okay. Let's see what some of the comments say, because I'm curious. My brother is this person. He's an absolute terror to everyone. So is mine, bro.
I doubt she is.
She's at work right now. She's gonna watch my stream. Thank goodness. We're brother. Okay. That should be enough sugar cane for now. I'm working on making a bunch of pastries because I low-key be needing them for food and stuff. So I'm making a bunch of sugar. I've got a bunch of eggs. First, I'm just gonna work on making a bunch of pumpkin pies. That's my main. I forgot which order it goes in. Oh, perfect. Oh, need more eggs.
I'm almost in the server.
Is it still loading?
Yeah, I'm using my Xbox One. It's really slow.
I thought I gave you a better one.
No,
Huh?
nope.
Oh, I think it's because mom and dad made us give it to Rory.
Yeah, Rory got the Xbox. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, it's because he games more than you do, so. Or he's just favorited.
It doesn't help that I have to use app to get into.
Oh yeah, that's true, that's true. I almost forgot about that. Console does not allow for servers anymore, bro. That's so weird. Maybe that's really PC or whatever, but okay.
That's why I found a cheat code.
Do you have Reddit?
I can download it.
Yeah, download it.
Let me get it on my hold on.
Yeah, we'll take turns reading stories because I don't need to be.
Yeah, I'll probably stutter.
It's okay. It's okay. That's how I was my last episode. Oof, I need a lot of eggs. 15, 22. Oh, okay. I was about to. That was quick. Okay, I'm gonna find another story. Oh, I can't read that one. YouTube will hate me for that. Okay.
Oh.
A lot of these are like. Oh, heck no. Wait, come here real quick. Come here real quick.
What are you searching up to find them?
AITH.
AITH? Oh, I see.
Am I the a-hole? Why do dogs make weird sounds now on Minecraft? It's not just the bark anymore.
Yeah. Oh, I have one that was posted 5 hours ago.
Oh, okay. Is it YouTube appropriate? Will I get banned?
It sounds like it says, "Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend I'm tired of chasing her after 6?"
Okay, that's not bad. Just try not to cuss.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So I posted this around 6 months ago before I really contemplating whether to give the relationship a chance and whether to Yo, oh, this is the update. Where's the original one?
Okay, say something real quick.
Hello.
Okay, good. I was struggling.
Okay, I need to find a different one. That was the update, and I can't find the original one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, these chickens are. I'm trying to get eggs from these chickens, and they're really loud. So, like, I couldn't hear you. Dang, someone cleared out these eggs earlier. Give me some eggs. That's okay. I got ender eggs, whatever that is.
Ooh, I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
Am I the a-hole for telling my wife to cut ties with her brother and resenting her mom for bringing him to our house when she knew what he did?
Huh.
My wife's mom and her brother came to stay with us for 3 months for the first time ever. We live in a different country. Her brother is 45 and is on a wheelchair. He and my wife always fought a lot, even on phone.
Wait,
During
I've
the
read this one.
stay,
I've read this one in the last video. I read that
oh,
exact one in the last video.
bruh,
My bad. This is fine another
I,
one. Okay. I need more sugar.
okay, I
I
found
need
one.
more sugar cane. Okay, what's it called?
Am I the a-hole for refusing to leave my apartment while my roommate has a guest?
I read that one.
Bro, I'm so slow. I'm just gonna scroll all the way down.
Yeah, that's probably best. I read a lot of them. That's okay.
Oh, I got. Am I the a-hole for refusing to put effort in my marriage?
Oh, just based off the title, yes. Yes, you are.
Wait, I think I lost it. Here it is. Bruh, it won't let me tap on it.
Girl.
Okay, there we go. I, 28F, have been married to my
F
husband,
means
27F.
female.
I know.
Okay, just say female.
For,
Damn.
for a few years. 3 years ago, he was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I have been incredibly supportive, and clinically, he is doing fine. He holds down a decent paying job, but I earn more than him. About a year ago, we bought our first home. The problem is, my husband is incredibly passive and lazy, and he uses his diagnosis as a shield. He goes to work, comes home, and then obsessively plays video games for hours. That is it. He does not clean unless I explicitly nag him. He cannot cook. He has no passion for anything outside of his screen. I recently realized I have completely taken on the role of his mother. I handle the yard work, the cooking, the cleaning, and the mental load. When we bought our house, I did 100% of the work, met the realtor, filled out the paperwork, planned everything. He just showed up. It's so bad that when his brother recently asked him a basic question about the home buying process, my husband had literally no idea what we even did. Literally, lately, he has been obsessively insisting that we have kids. I strongly want children, but I have firmly refused to have them with him. If we have a baby, I know I will be stuck being pregnant, making every adult decision, working my long hours, and doing all the childcare while he plays games. To give him a chance to prove he could step up, I gave him two challenges. I asked him to help with some weeding on his day off this week. The weekend is over, he didn't touch the yard and just played games. I told him he was responsible for cooking for 1 month to show he can contribute. We are in week 2 and he hasn't cooked a single thing. Because of this, I completely stopped caring and dropped the rope. I started cooking only small portions for myself and refused to share with him. I left the yard work, the kitchen is a mess, and the house is starting to stink. He finally put a few dishes in the dishwasher tonight, but I feel entirely checked out. I refuse to remind an adult of his basic duties anymore. I feel massive resentment and felt guilty because he supported us financially for 2 years while I was a full-time student. But back then, the dynamic was fair. He worked and I handled schooling and 100% of the housework. Now I work long hours, make 30K plus more than him, and I'm still expected to do everything, even for my birthday after telling him exactly what I like.
Oh.
He waited until the last minute and bought me an $8 tiny bottle of Jergens lotion from Walmart. I feel like I'm raising a child, not living with a partner. I want out.
I don't blame her, honestly.
No.
Mm-mm. Like, and he wants kids. He acting like a kid. I feel bad for this lady because I would not want to sit there and raise a man baby. Like, where's his mom? Wait, have you seen?
Exactly.
Reminds me of that one video. You know what I'm talking about from the Brat stalls? It's like turned rotten at
Oh,
such an early
what?
age. Where's your mom at? I've seen.
Uh,
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm finally loaded in.
You actually loaded in already?
Yeah, I'm loaded in.
Oh, it only took what, like 20 minutes?
Oh my, wait, how is stuff still cooking in my furnace? Referral? Oh, it's more copper.
Do you know how that works, Sam?
Does it only do it when I'm in the game?
When someone's near it, I'm pretty sure, like in the radius of it being able to, something like that. I don't
Oh.
remember. Okay. I'm gonna read another one. What's some of the comments say on that one?
Comments. The top comment says, "It's not clear why you're with him or what he brings to the table. He's supposed to be a partner, but he's just a dependent. You both work full time. All household chores and responsibilities need to be split 50-50. It's his responsibility just as much as it is yours. Same is true for any future kids, although it would be ridiculous for you to have a child with this child."
Okay then. Okay, I got one. This is a short one, so I'll probably read two. Am I the
I,
a-hole for refusing to split the bill evenly at my own birthday dinner? Depends with who, but I mean, it's your birthday dinner. You should only have to pay for yours.
yeah,
If anything, people should be
yeah,
treating you. I mean, I guess not everyone's in the financial spot too, and may not everyone want to buy someone else's dinner. But if I was going out for my friend's birthday dinner and it was just us two, and like, I would totally buy them dinner. I mean, it's the least I can do to make them feel special.
yeah.
Anyway, for my 30th, I organized a dinner at a mid-range restaurant. Nothing crazy. I invited 8 friends. I made it clear in the group chat beforehand that everyone would be covering their own meal, and that as the birthday person, I obviously wasn't expecting anyone to pay for me. I'd cover my own too. Everyone said that sounded fine. Okay, so it seems like everyone's come to agreement, so I don't know why someone would want to split it
Yeah.
up last second. But here's the thing. I ordered a salad and 1 glass of wine, maybe $28 before tip. I don't drink much and I wasn't super hungry, but 3 of my friends went all in. Multiple cocktails each, appetizers for the table to share. Okay. That I had one bite of. Oh. The most expensive entrees, desserts. When the check came, someone suggested we just split it evenly. And my share would be like $85. $85?
85?
Oh, nah. If my
Dude.
original payment for my own meal was only going to be like $30, like $28, $30, I'm not paying 80 for a decision they made.
Yeah.
That is insane. And if they want to split evenly, then just split evenly with everyone except for the people that want to split evenly. Obviously, is that a he? Oh, the reader obviously did not want to split, and they made that clear, so they shouldn't be pushing. Okay, I said no. I offered to pay for exactly what I ordered, plus the portion of the shared apps and generous tip, which came to around $45. My friend Dana got visibly annoyed and said splitting evenly is just what you do. If you're rich, girl, do you know the economy right now?
Literally.
Yeah, I'm getting low. I need to apply for another job. Anyway, evenly is just what you do at a group dinner, and that I was being cheap, especially at my own birthday. Oh no, now she's
That's
insulting. That
wild.
is crazy. Okay. I pointed out that I had literally set expectations in advance and that I wasn't going to subsidize. I'm sorry, people. Subsidize 3 people's bar tabs. 2 friends backed me up. Dana and one other paid the difference, but were clearly irritated, and now the group chat is weirdly quiet. My partner thinks I was right in principle, but says I could have just eaten the extra $40 to keep the peace since it was a celebration. I feel like that logic is exactly how you end up always being the one who overpays. Am I the a-hole? No, it is
No,
your
not at all,
money.
dude.
Exactly. Bro, it is your money. You set standards and expectations for everyone beforehand. Everyone agreed, and then when they weren't being responsible with their own money and they saw that bill, they tried to push it on everyone else. $40, like, I may sound cheap for this. $40 is a lot of money. At least for me.
Mhm.
$40 is a lot. And I think most people would also agree $40 is quite a bit. So, no, you are not. Okay, you can read the next one.
Oh, yes. Ooh, okay. Let me load it up. Am I the a-hole for wanting to show up on the doorstep of my grandparents who accused me of begging for money when I was in a crisis? Okay. I, 36 female, have not heard from my maternal grandparents in 5 years. I would say I went no contact, but that would imply that they have attempted to have a relationship with me in the first place. Due to a very traumatic childhood and toxic family dynamics, I missed a large chunk of my formative years with them, 8 to 16. Back then, I was high achieving academically, so they put me on a pedestal from a distance, saving every newspaper clipping about my accomplishments. Looking back, my grandparents' affection operated like a sliding scale. If you were a straight A neurotypical student, I think that's how you say it,
Yeah,
you
neurotypical.
had their full attention and admiration. But if you showed any signs of neurodivergent behavior or trauma responses, their interest in your life and accomplishments faded quickly. This dynamic perpetuated a lot of the dysfunctions in my family. The conditional dynamic wasn't new. They treated my mother with the same treatment. She was shamed frequently for decisions she made that didn't fall in line with the typical American family. They treated her with conditional care and the rest of her life and traveled the country and frequently went through periods of not speaking while my mother struggled to survive. This ended in a disaster after she lost her last husband to cancer, resulting in a serious mental health crisis, landing her in the hospital, and then having a final stroke at 45 in 2014 in a stranger's backyard. After she died, my grandparents were devastated and made it a point to stress that I was basically their daughter now since they felt like they failed my mom. For, for further context, my mom also has an identical twin, 58 female, who is notoriously an abusive alcoholic. While her ex husband has been recovering addict for many years, they've been separated for over 15 years. But my grandparents still use him as a scapegoat for all of her instability, constantly validating her delusions, even dragging her ex back in, into conversations just to fuel the drama. Even when all her children went to live with her said ex due to my aunt's erratic, abusive, and toxic behavior. Meanwhile, my grandparents consistently bankrolled her life. They've paid her bills, bought her cars, covered her insurance, handed over stacks of cash, and sheltered her whenever she hits the wall. She is capable of working, but her emotional dysregulation and overall insufferable behavior are so severe she either gets fired or quits. My grandparents have spent countless hours complaining to me about her, often tallying up how many liquor bottles they've thrown away, as well as her abusive treatment. They've admitted she needs professional help, but every time they put her in rehab, she bails within days. Since she has zero desires to change or treat anyone with basic respect, I refuse to have a relationship with her. I force to interact, I gray, rock, and shut down abusive behavior. In 2020, I was homeless and living in my car, and I had no idea how to get out of it. I showed up on my grandparents' doorstep crying after my divorce and several traumas that occurred through the pandemic. I felt like I was sliding directly into the jaws of death. I was so stressed and this time that I was hallucinating. I had developed an extremely debilitating tremor and I was constantly crying. I have a pretty dark past, but I've never been so scared as I was at that time. I knew I needed a hospital or even just some kind of comfort and support, anything. I felt like my body was self-destructing. I really thought it was going to be a motivating and empowering conversation that day. I thought they would somehow have the words and support to make me feel better. I spilled everything. I expressed all my fear and pain, how I've never really felt safe or secure in my life. The disappointment in our separation and the lack of familial fam presence and guidance. How much I missed my mom and how so much time with them. It was the first time I had been that vulnerable with them. I felt so broken. These grandparents have always cheered me on and built me up in a bit of time we had, but not this time. Then my grandparents got quiet, and once I was finished, my grandmother scoffed and said, "You know, plenty of people have had it worse than you." They then proceeded to interrogate me mid-sob about why I got divorced and finally told me to go and ask my dad for help, even though my father was literally the direct reason my life had fallen apart, which also which they also knew. By the end of this conversation, they wrote me a check for $200 and sent me on my way. That was the last time I saw my grandparents again. I never asked for money. About a week later, I had been spending time with my cousin when I found out that my grandparents had called my aunt to tell her that I just came around asking for money. I spoke to them over the phone the following week, still not in a great place. My grandfather even commented that I sounded tired. So I asked him directly if they told my aunt that I came around for money. He obviously wasn't expecting that question due to the exaggerated fake shock that came through my phone. It was so pal- palpable. I don't know. My heart shattered immediately at the obvious lie. I pretty much shut down and got off the phone at that point. After that, I did not hear from them for 2 years before they finally called me again one random day. I answered. They seemed pretty surprised and tried to act casual, asking what I'd been doing. Then my grandfather jumped right into interrogating me about why I hadn't called them. I let them finish and turn it back on them. Well, I guess I could ask you the same thing. My grandfather seemed to stumble over his words for a bit, saying they didn't think I wanted to speak to them. I mean, it had been 2 years since I was homeless. The last time we spoke, I reminded him of that. Soon after, I made myself busy, told them I was fine, and thanks for asking. I don't fully remember what else I said, but it was very gray rock since I was trying to get groceries home as it was. It's been 5 years now, and I find myself dwelling on this often. Now I'm financially independent. I have my own apartment and a secure job in the medical field that I love. There are a very good chance I will end up in a clinic manager if I stay where I am. My life is also flourishing in so many other ways that I could keep gushing about, but I still find myself thinking back to my grandparents. I wish I could have completely moved on. After all, my mother would be proud. My grandparents' opinions shouldn't matter to me, but there's still a petty, angry voice inside that wants to show up on their doorstep now and make them face me. I want them to look at their grandkid they discarded and actually realize it was never about money. I just wanted a family.
Oh, grandparents. Like, dog, this isn't even your biological kid. It's your grandkid. Oh my goodness. I can't with people.
Mhm.
Okay, I got one.
That was a mouthful.
Oh, was this one? This one's not too long. I was looking at one earlier that was sort of a little too long. I did not want to read all that. It was like 6 paragraphs.
Yeah, I did not realize that one was so long.
Let me get some water first. I'm super thirsty. Hold up 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Oh wait, let me read the intro first. Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my boyfriend after he made a very inappropriate comment to my sister?
Oh.
Just based off the title, probably not. Family comes first.
Yeah.
Should be making any sort of gross comments or inappropriate comments. Hold up. Okay, I'm going to start by saying I don't think I am the a-hole, but now my ex-boyfriend claims I have been overreacting and exaggerating. I've been dating this guy for 3 years, and I really thought he was the one. But today he made me quickly change my mind. I have a half-sister, 16. I'm 22, and we have the same dad and different moms. We don't look much alike. 2 years ago, my dad developed a severe form of leukemia. Aw, sad. And he passed away
Yeah.
within a couple of months. Aw, that's horrible.
Aw.
Nevertheless, to say it was the hardest thing my sister and I had to face in life. Yeah, that's rough. My sister took it particularly hard. She used to love going to the gym and working out, and she stopped doing so. Aw. She also started eating much more junk food and ended up gaining a lot of weight. Today, my boyfriend and I went to my sister's house as her mom had invited all of us for lunch. We were eating homemade pizza. My sister ended up asking her mom if she could have another slice. That's when my boyfriend said, "Are you sure you want another one looking like that?" Oh,
Oh.
nah, you're joking. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Okay. My sister got up from the table and ran to her room. I was in shock and I wasn't able to tell him anything, nor follow my sister to her room, which I deeply regret. Thankfully, my boyfriend and I don't live together, so before he dropped me off at home, I told him it was over because he can't disrespect my sister like that, especially because he had been there when my dad died and knew how it made both of us feel. I tried to call my sister and she won't answer. I texted her mom to ask her if she's okay, and she said she's okay, and she's not mad at me, but she doesn't want to talk to anybody right now. I'm going to go over to her mom's house after she's done with school tomorrow and bring her some flowers. I know I'm not the one who said anything, but I hope she can forgive me for not stepping up. I was in shock, and I hope she understands. How is a grown man, a grown boy, no offense to any guys out there, going to insult a teenage girl who's still in high school? You are grown and
Yeah.
are you that insecure about yourself? Like, are we serious right now? I don't think you are the a-hole at all.
No.
Definitely not at all, because literally, who says that to anyone? And I don't think having that sort of negativity in your life is good anyways, so nope, I don't think you're the a-hole. Okay, you can read the next one.
All right. I already have one. Hold up. Hey. Am I the a-hole for not defending my wife when my sister... Oh, wait, you just read that one. Wait, no. Wait, which one did you just read?
Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my boyfriend after he made a very
Nope, I got a different one.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the a-hole for not defending my wife when my sister called her fat?
Oh, similar stories. That is.
Hmm?
Wait, read it again.
Am I the a-hole for not defending my wife when my sister called her fat?
Oh my goodness.
By the title, he kind of does sound like the a-hole.
Yeah.
Okay. My sister, 27 female, was visiting my wife, 32 female, and me, 33 male, the other day. Uh, an important thing to note about my sister is that she has a child, 5 male, and her now ex-boyfriend, 27 male. When my sister found out she was pregnant, she told her then boyfriend that she was pregnant. He wanted to marry her in a shotgun wedding of sorts, but my sister said no. The only information she offered up was that there was no way they would be compatible in the long term, and I don't think it's any of my business to probe or question about it. Soonly after, my sister and her boyfriend broke up, but they established a healthy co parenting relationship, and they both now have 50-50 custody with stable, well paying jobs and live close by each other. My wife strongly agrees that my sister should have gotten married and hates that my sister refers to her ex boyfriend as her baby daddy. I
That's
don't think my
weird.
sister really.
How you gonna? You said you didn't want to be with him because you weren't compatible, and now you're calling him your baby daddy. I'm sorry. That's weird. I don't know if that's just me, but that's kind of weird to me.
I don't think my sister really cares that she had a child out of wedlock, but every time my wife meets my sister, she brings up the fact that she should try to get her boyfriend back and ask him to propose again, and ask why she does not want to marry him, especially since my sister has been single for the past 5 years. It has gotten to the point that she has told me privately that she is fed up with this and asked me to speak to my wife about this, which I. The other day, my sister visited my wife and I at our house. We were having a normal conversation, and my sister was talking about her son entering kindergarten and all the ways she was preparing him. The convo seemed pretty mundane. I do not know what that means.
How's it spelled?
And Mundane.
Hmm. Okay, just keep reading.
Until my wife once again brought up that my sister should try to get married at the courthouse with her ex boyfriend, and that the other parents would view her as immature and would think that her child is illegitimate. What?
Illegitimate? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
if she, if she didn't, before I could even jump in and say anything to diffuse the situation, my sister was raging and said that my wife should worry about her fat self and losing 100 pounds before worrying about her child, and that a ring can't hide her triple chin and to worry less about her going to the courthouse and more about the gym.
That's crazy. As much as his wife is being a big butthead and like needs to be put in her place, maybe she should have told her personally first and try to like be nice. I don't know. Did they try to be nice about it at all?
Yeah, he told his wife to stop the comments and she didn't.
And she didn't. Okay, Ross. I mean, you gotta be put in your place one way or another.
My wife has always been on the bigger side, and I absolutely love and adore her, but it is one of her biggest insecurities. She ended up sobbing while my sister grabbed her things and left. This whole argument took around 2 minutes, and I froze up and didn't really know what to do. After my sister left, my wife asked why didn't I say anything to defend her to my sister. I was honest and I said I thought that she was wrong for calling my sister immature and her child illegitimate. I still don't know what that means. Well, I acknowledged it was wrong for my sister to make the comment she did. I don't think they were completely unprovoked.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with this guy, but like,
Yeah,
as much as I
honestly,
think this girl is prying too much at his sister, and she was a little harsh. I don't know, maybe I'm just overly empathetic.
I don't know. I feel like the sister had been dealing with that for a long while and was
Mm-hmm.
really patient with her,
Yeah,
but
I
she
guess
didn't
you're right.
have to bring her looks into it. That's not.
Yeah, there's other ways she could have gone about it without insulting, you know?
Yeah.
I know, I feel like that's just firing, like, adding fire to the flame, sort of. whatever.
Yeah.
Fuel to the
I don't think
flames.
the dude was in the wrong at all, though. He
He
wasn't
didn't
even
even do
involved in that.
anything.
He didn't do
anything
anything.
wrong. He was just there. He didn't know what to do. Like, if I was in his position, I wouldn't say anything. I'd be too scared to say anything.
Me too. Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be back.
Okay. I need to get stuff to make all these pastries. But someone come in my room. No? Okay, I'm schizophrenic. It's okay. I'm gonna have to replant these, aren't I? It's okay. Wait, what flavor is it? Oh, nice. I like this flavor. Thanks. Okay. You know, I got another idea what we should do next after Reddit stories because I'm getting kind of bored. We should react to like funny videos or something. I love funny videos. Now, don't cancel me, guys, but there's this one channel I like to follow on Instagram. It's called Kids Getting Hurt.
Yo.
It's funny, okay? It's just a bunch of videos of these kids falling or bumping their head or something. It sounds bad, but it's pretty funny. It is pretty funny. Let me just finish up with this. You can read another one.
Okay, one sec.
I thought I saw a flying cow just now.
What?
I don't know. I am delusional.
Alright, let me find another one. Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Am I the a-hole for throwing my husband's phone against the wall when I found him emotionally cheating during our open marriage?
Probably. Based on this, you probably are.
Yeah.
You can't
Isn't the
smash
whole point
someone
of an
else's... What?
isn't the whole point of an open marriage for you to see other people at the same time?
Yeah, and why would you smash someone else's property? That's too far. And emotionally
Yeah.
cheating, as much as it is considered cheating, it's not physical cheating, so it's not worth physical discipline.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And they were having an open marriage.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Let me see how long this. Okay, this is. I suggested an open marriage to my husband, mainly because I wanted extra spice and we had become too familiar and comfortable with each other. The spark wasn't huge one anymore. He was hesitant, but agreed when I told him it would make me happier, which would benefit him too. We were 42 and 45 at the time with 2 kids. His only condition was that our frequency didn't go down. I told him I couldn't guarantee the same way I couldn't guarantee it wouldn't go down in a closed marriage, but assured him that it wasn't my intention and also he was free to see other women. So he told me it was okay as long as there was a pause button. The other rule was it was meant to be only no emotional cheating. For the only for the first 3 months, he got 0 matches while I had a lot. Our first frequency did dip a bit, and he asked to use the pause button. I said I would do it as long as he realized that the resentment of not seeing my other 3 partners may cause to decrease a lot, even or even stop. I can't say that word on YouTube. So he backpedaled and agreed to keep it open, but frequently sulked and said he was frustrated. I tried everything, including offering him such as hand holding, cuddling, letting him give me foot and back rubs, etc. I only gave him extra free days to hang out with friends, go to the gym, or do anything he wanted. I didn't work, and he kept complaining about lack of and frustration. At about the 9 months mark, though, he met someone, let's call her Candy. She was 24. We had a don't ask, don't tell policy, so I didn't know who she was at first. But because after 2 months he was spending so much time with her, it became more than my total time with all my guys. I wanted to know what was going on, so I demanded his phone. When I saw her and saw the messages they had sent to each other, it was clear that it was one, emotional, two, she was young. I threw his phone against the wall, told him he was cheating and a predator. He refused to close, just as I had refused, and for 6 months he had pictures of her as his wallpaper on his phone, tablet, laptops, etc. The next year, he told me he was cheating on Candy by staying married to me, and he files for divorce. Now I'm alone, and he is with Candy, and she is living the life I was supposed to live, and I really hate Candy. When I tell this story, the one thing people mention is how I shouldn't have smashed his phone, but we agreed on blank only, no emotional cheating. Am I the a-hole?
Yes. I
I,
stood
I
so.
feel like I feel like I feel like she's the a-hole. He was in the beginning. He was clearly uncomfortable and not happy with it, and tried voicing it, and she shut him down.
Yeah, I agree. That's a weird one.
Yeah,
The point of an open relationship is to be open.
yeah, and I can't see he did break the rules that they had set. He because it was supposed to just be, only and not supposed to be an actual relationship.
Yeah, it's. Oh, that's a difficult one. Alright. Anyway, I'm gonna end it off on that
The
note.
first comment says, "You're the a-hole. Husband finally escaped the manipulation."
Oh yeah.
All of them
Couldn't
say
have said
that
it
she
better.
is. I kind of agree.
Mhm.
Because he did try voicing that he didn't like it, and she just shut him down.
Yeah. No, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna end it off right there. Thank you to whoever watched, and how dare you not like the video or subscribe. Just kidding. You can do whatever you want. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye!